Hi, welcome to the final lab assignment for this semester of IETTP teacher training. So today we're going to be doing some WordPress.com portfolio sites, and I just wanted to give you a quick overview of it before you start. So, why do I want you to create a portfolio website? Well, there's three reasons for it. First, it helps you to collect and keep your best work that you did over the course of this class, this semester, so you can collect and keep any of the relevant or interesting or helpful things that you learned from any of the classes: Pauline's class, Paul's class, Sean's class, my class, Joel and Gina's class. You can collect anything you made, anything you did. You can take pictures of the posters you made and hung on the walls. You can copy down the stories that you read for reading class. You can, write down some dialogues that you maybe shared in speaking class. You can write down some tips from drama class. Anything that you want. I want you to have at least one thing from each teacher's class. So you need to try and find something that you learned from Paul, something you learned from Sean, something you learned from Pauline, something you learned from Joel and Gina, something you learned from me. At least one thing that you learned or made or studied from every teacher, and get ready to put it on the portfolio site. Secondly, portfolio site will allow you to share your work with many different people. You can share your work with your classmates and workmates. You can also keep it for yourself, and keep it online for yourself. You can share it with your school principal directors so that they can see the value of this program and see that their letting you come to this program was a good decision because you learned a lot. You can share it with Pauline, the IETTP directors, the IETTP teachers, so that we also can see the value of the program, so that we can, continue this program, continue to make it better and better. And finally, you can share your materials with the world. That'll be fun. And the last thing that a portfolio site forces you to do is it forces you to put up your best work online. You wouldn't want to put up something just kind of so-so. So you really want to try and make it good quality, because the whole world can look at what you're putting up. So, and maybe some people are wondering, why did I choose WordPress.com? Well, firstly, it is one of the largest and most supported blogging platforms available online. Of course, there's things like Blogger and other sites, but WordPress is one of the largest. It has millions and millions and millions of users and blogs, and it's huge. It's also very intuitive and easy to learn. It's very, very versatile. It also has wonderful design options. This one looks like a professional website and not like a blogging site. It also has a huge community of users, so a lot of people can share with you, and you can share with a lot of other people. And of course, the best part, it's free. It's free, and it's one of the best blogging platforms available. That's why we're going to do WordPress.com. So these are the things that you have to do as a team. I have assigned each of you teams, which are based on the photos that are on the blog. You can find those. But then for each team, you need to choose a team leader to create the site. They'll go to WordPress.com and create the site, give it the name. Then the team leader will assign authors, your other members. I will post a second video that shows you how to do that. Then you can divide the work. Every author, every team member needs to make at least one post on the portfolio site, and it should have the author's name next to it. I'll show you how to do that too. Each author needs to write about at least one teacher's class. So totally, since there's 6 people in your team, and there were 6 IETTP teachers, you should have one person writing about one teacher's class. You can divide the work up. So one member writes about Paul, one member writes about Pauline, one member writes about Sean's class, like that. And the last thing you have to do, don't forget this is the most important, give me the link to your WordPress site in the comment section of the blog post. So here are 3 parts that you have to post, and I don't care how long this is, just make sure you have these 3 things. You need a description of what you're posting. the class, the resource, or the material you created, you studied. Just a short description. It can be 10 words, it can be 100 words, it can be 1,000 words, I don't care. Just a description. Then you need a link to the actual resource that you created. You can download that from Dropbox, anything that you created for me. You can take that from your USB, anything you created for Pauline or Sean or anyone else. Or you can have an image if you took photos of the posters on the walls in the classroom. Or if you don't have the resource or an image, you can find something that's related. For example, if you remember that we made an Excel gradebook, but you don't have your Excel gradebook and you don't have an image of an Excel gradebook, you can always find someone else's Excel gradebook and post that, but give direction back to the original author, the original site. I don't want to look like we're stealing someone else's work. If you want to post something else that's related, you need to give a link back to the original site that you found it. And then the third part you need to do is reflect on that part of the class. You can write 10 words, 100 words, or 1,000 words about what you thought of that part of the class. Just your opinion, what you liked, what you didn't like, what you wish there was more, what you wish there was less, how you would change that in the future so that we can make a better class in the future. And finally, I will assign rewards for the best blogs. Those are all listed on this blog site, so you can check those out at the bottom. And that's the end of this video. So I will post a second video introducing WordPress soon.